and this is my new intro. I'm so excited. Okay, so my name's MC Plays. Ready? Here we go! Enjoy my video!
Boom! What's up, y'all? It's your motherfucking boy Left Move in the house. How y'all doing today? So for today's video, I'm gonna be rating all my viewers in Among Us. So if you guys get butthurt, or you guys get sad that you got a low rating, or you think you're too high of a rating, well, you'll have to shut the fuck up and deal with it, okay? So let's get right into this. Let me show y'all what we are working with. So here we have it. We have our tier list right here. So we have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. Obviously, D tier is the worst tier, and S tier is the best tier, okay? Oh, that fucking rhymed though, am I right, boys? So I'm gonna be basing this off of how you are as a crewmate and as an imposter, okay? So I'm gonna be basing this how good I think you are at the fucking game. So we're gonna start it off with me, okay? Where do I think I belong? Well, I don't know. I think I can do some really good plays, and I can do some really fucking stupid plays. So I think I'm honestly middle of the pack. I think that's a fair rating for myself. I'm not going to put myself in S tier. I'm not going to put myself in D tier because I don't think I'm shit at the game. I think I'm decent, but I fuck up a lot. But when I do not fuck up, I think I have a pretty good game. You know, I think I have a solid, well-rounded Among Us game. So I'm putting myself in the B tier, okay? Now let's go with our boy, Cedric, my man. This guy, when it comes to doing tasks, he's the best. Straight up, best in the fucking game. He is goated. He's definitely S tier when it comes to tasks. My man will do a task like that. Like, boom. Fucking god at doing tasks. But his imposter game, it do be kind of weak though. Because you can't really tell when he's lying sometimes, but you just know sometimes. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You get that vibe from him. You think he's an imposter, and you know what? It turns out he is an imposter. He's not that good at lying because I think he's a very wholesome guy. You know, he's a very like uwu kawaii-chan type player. He definitely needs to up his imposter game. I know he told me he doesn't like being an imposter, but you know he has to up it if he wants to go up this tier. So you know what? I'm also gonna put him in the B tier because my man's S tier at doing tasks. My boy Matthew. Okay, Matthew, if you're watching this video, no offense, you need to fucking talk more. You barely say anything. You're a decent imposter, but other than that, you don't really bring much to the table when it comes to playing this game. So I'm putting you at a solid D tier. Sorry, man, but like, fuck you. Phil, my boy Phil. He thought I was gonna put him at fucking D tier. No, he's nowhere near D tier. He's actually a pretty well-rounded player. He does his tasks. He's actually pretty good at imposter. He's good at lying sometimes, but if you catch him on his lying voice, that's his downfall. You know when he's lying because he has this certain voice to it. And I would say that's his downfall. That's what really, in reality, makes him a B tier player. I don't think he's A tier. I don't think he's S tier. Sorry, my man, but I think you're another B tier player due to the fact that you have that voice. You can tell. You need to work on that, and you know what? I would honestly consider you A tier. Iker, my man clearly knows the fucking game. He knows what he's talking about. He says he's shit, but he's really not. I think he's saying he's shit just to, like, I don't know, fish out a compliment or something. I can see that, Iker. You're just saying it just to get that compliment out of you. So here it is. You're fucking amazing at this game. You know exactly what's happening at the right times. You know when to kill. You know when to sabotage. You know how to read out a player. You're good at pathing. You're good at lying. You know what? If you're good at this game, you're a piece of shit. You know, you're just a good liar. So fuck you, Iker, you're S tier. My man, Victor. This is kind of a hard one. He's kind of new at the game, but he's not bad. I would say he's at best, mediocre imposter. I wouldn't put him above average. I would say mediocre. He knows how to get some kills. He can get some wins every now and then. As a crewmate, he's pretty good. He does bring good stuff to the table sometimes. Sometimes he brings useless information. So for that, I'm going to give him C tier. My man, Victor, you are C tier. I'm sorry. Rebecca. I remember I was streaming this one time and you said you didn't want to play, so you kept voting and skipping. I didn't understand it, but you know what? Just for that, I'm putting you in the D tier. No, I'm joking. As an imposter, oh my fucking god, that one game hurt the shit out of me where you wouldn't kill anyone and you just let them get a task when you weren't doing anything. You were just being passive as fuck. And then the next round, you fucking kill me as a goddamn imposter. So you know what? Just for that, I think you're pretty good at the game, but not in the B tier. So I'm going to give you a motherfucking C tier, okay? Now, Faith. Faith. Where do I put Faith, you may be asking? I feel like Faith is actually pretty good at the game. She actually understands what to do, how to sabotage. She understands the base mechanics of the game. She's good at lying. You can't really tell when she's good, like lying and when she's telling the truth. So that could be her downfall sometimes, but it also can work to her advantage as the imposter because, I don't know. I feel like she's very deceptive. She's good at doing what she needs to do. At the end of the day, she knows how to get the kills. And yeah, so I'm gonna put her Faith in A tier. I think she's a pretty decent player, and nowhere near Iker. Iker's still the god player here, and yeah, I'm gonna put Faith in the A tier. Emily Macaroni. I haven't played much with you. I'm not gonna lie. I still need to see you out a bit, but the rounds we did play together, when you were the imposter, I think it was kind of easy for me to tell at least what you were doing because you skip a lot of the tasks and you fake a lot of them. I noticed that. But as a crewmate and bringing information to the table, you're pretty decent. You were good at like explaining what you saw and all that stuff. So you know what? I think you're middle of the pack when it comes to this tier list. So I'm gonna put you in the B tier. I think you have some improvement, but you're still not a bad player by any means. My man Brandon. Let me tell you something. I bought him this game and he fucking hates it. I could have refunded it, but he never told me he really hated it. So I wasn't sure. I could have my $5 back. So you know what? You know what, Brandon? Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, so Wendell. Wendell, you know what? You have a lot to improve on. You not fake. You skip a lot of tasks when you're an imposter. You just kind of waltz around. So it's kind of easy to tell that you are an imposter. And I don't know, you don't really explain things like what you were doing or your pathing, and a lot of stuff doesn't add up, so it's kind of confusing to read you at times, so you get voted out a lot, I feel like, for that, and it's kind of easy to tell when you're an imposter. So you know what? I think you have some room to improve, so I'm going to put you at the C tier, but you could fall down to the D tier. Like, it depends on your game. It's like, you got to get better, Wendell, okay? I believe in you. I fucking believe in you, but you just got to get better. Sarah. She literally will get mad at me if I don't put her in a decent spot. I feel like, no, that's probably not true. But Sarah literally lies a lot. She literally gets caught a lot. And she literally is sometimes easy to read. And she literally sometimes isn't easy to read. I would literally put her probably middle of the pack. Because literally, I think she's a decent player. But literally no A tier player. So literally, I'm putting you in the B tier. Ooh, Amaya. Ginger Devil 666. Okay, so this is an interesting one. I played with you. You don't talk that much when we were playing, so I feel like that kind of puts a little sus on you sometimes. You need to talk, you need to bring information to the table, say what you saw, but you don't talk that much. And when you do, you kind of stumble your words. You're not a good liar, is what I'm saying. You're not good at lying, but I do believe you when I know you're telling the truth, because I know you as a friend. But friends aside, like, I think you have a lot of improving to get better at this game if you were to pursue it full-time esports, which I do believe you have the potential to. I do see Amaya as a competitive Among Us player in the esports world, but I don't know. I think considering all the things I said before, I think you're at C tier. You have room to improve, but you're not shit at all. By any means, you're not shit, but you do have room to improve. Elliot, the man with no mic. Few words. Elliot can be very deceitful. He knows what he's doing, or Elliot knows what he's doing. Elliot knows how to sabotage. Elliot knows how to do his tasks. Elliot knows how to lie. Elliot's overall a really, really good player. Like, my man Elliot, he's fucking god tier. Elliot, the man with few words. The only thing is no microphone. That does hinder you a bit because you can't get a lot of information out of Elliot. So I would say, I don't know, I'm going to give him an A tier. A tier, Elliot's a very good player. You don't want to fuck with Elliot. Elliot will kill you. Watch out, kids, tonight. Make sure they tucked in bed. Make sure you have the doors locked. Yeah, so A tier for Elliot. Kaylin. I haven't played much with Kaylin either. Same thing as Brandon. You know, could have told me I could have refunded it and got my money back. So you know what, Kaylin? This is a personal attack against you. Fuck you. Though I just want to clarify, I do love Brandon. I do love Kaylin. They're my friends. I love them. And I know Brandon bought me the game XCOM, and I still haven't played it to this day. So that kind of makes us equal. So you know what? I retract that fuck you from both of you guys. But you guys are still D tier because you guys don't really play. So I can't really judge you off of anything. I don't even know why you're on this tier list. But you are. So I love you guys. Rue. My boy Rue, dude. Recent viewer of mine. Kind of the GOAT. Rue is really good. He's very deceitful. I feel like he does bring a lot of information to the table. I can't really tell when he's lying. I don't know him that well to know when he's lying or not. So you know what? For me, Rue is honestly, he's a fucking A tier player, dude. Rue knows what he's doing. He knows how to fucking play the game. He knows how to sabotage. He's overall kind of fucking poggers. Anna. Okay, Anna, you're like a double-edged sword. You make some really shit fucking calls, and you make some godlike calls. Like, I remember one round you sussed me out for no reason and voted for me when I was a crewmate, and I literally did nothing, and I explained my pathing. Everyone was on board with me, and you sussed me out, and I had to vote you off. You weren't an imposter. I was an imposter. We both ended up third impostering, and I would honestly blame that on you. Yes, I would. I would. But other than that, I remember we got some stat kills together. I remember you read and you follow. You get that information you need to get sometimes. And you know what? It's kind of fucking impressive. I'm not going to lie. You have a very good game. But it's like a double-edged sword. So it can fuck you in the ass or it can not fuck you in the ass. So for that, I'm putting Anna in A tier. I think she's one of the greater players of this generation when it comes to Among Us. My boy Mike. My boy Mike. I'm not going to lie. I can read Mike like he's a fucking book when it comes to this game. Though not many people could. But I know when he fakes a lot of tasks. He fakes so many tasks. It's crazy. He skips tasks. He sabotages sometimes, but he doesn't sabotage the right things. So if you take that into consideration, honestly, Mike, I gotta put you in the C tier, my dude. Like I can't put you higher than that. I'm sorry, you're not higher than C tier. I don't think you're a B tier player. I think you're a C tier player. But you do have that potential, honestly, Mike, to get to that S tier. I fucking know it. You can learn this game and become a motherfucking master. Okay. Next we have good old Priscilla, aka the sub daddy of the stream. Oh my god, Pri, you don't know when she's lying, and like she can do some insane plays, but sometimes she does things where you're like, yeah, okay, you're a fucking imposter or something like that. So like to me, like Anna, I think she's a double-edged sword. Honestly, she can do some godlike plays and some non-godlike plays. And she let me represent the color pink for her. So you know what? I think you're a B tier. I think you're middle of the pack, Pri. I don't think you're exactly at the A tier, but I think you're very close. You're on the brink of getting there. Okay, my boy, Victor. He has a deep voice. Et il parle français. Okay, excuse that. That was on purposely bad, okay? So my boy, Victor, he's really fucking good. He knows the game. He knows everything you need to goddamn know about it. He can read the game like a book. But I know in my experience, he has made some bad and shitty calls. But in some other games, he was on point, voting people off, fucking going, boom! You know? So I gotta give my boy Victor an A tier. I think Victor definitely deserves the A tier. He's a very good player, very well-rounded player, knows the game, knows the meta, knows what to do, and yeah, very good. Andrew, my man Andrew. I think the only other player who can compete with Iker. He knows what's up. He is like a fucking detective sometimes at this game. He can read plays. He can know where people went based on their pathing. He brings a lot of information to the table. Very good liar. Honestly, overall, very good fucking player. My boy's got to go S tier, dude. Andrew, you're fucking amazing at this game. And you know what? You should pursue an esports career in it. You know what? Actually, I have a contract right here of a dirty napkin. Just sign right where that stain is, and you know what? You're fucking good, bud. Sign there. You're part of Left Boob Organization. Okay, same goes to you, Iker. Offers for you guys. And last but not least, my boy Mason. Rated him in a Pokemon stream. Future collaboration. Dude, this guy, he's pretty good. He knows what's up. He knows how to play the game. He's good at lying. He's good at faking tasks. He's good at doing tasks. He's good at finding information. He's good at sussing people out. Overall, very well-rounded player, but I don't think he's S tier. I really don't. You have to be above and beyond to get there. I think he has the potential to be, but I gotta put my boy in the A tier. My boy Mason is in the A tier, and you know what? Here's my list, guys. So in the D tier, we got Matthew, Kalen, Brandon. C tier, we got Victor, Rebecca, Wendell, Amaya, Mike. In the B tier, we got me, Sed, Phil, Emily, Sarah, and Pri. In the A tier, we got Faith, Elliot, Rue, Anna, Victor, and good old motherfucking Mason. And in the S tier, you got your boy Iker and Andrew. I mean, I don't think there's much. If you disagree, I think you're wrong. This is the most accurate you can get. So you know what? This is right. You is wrong. Fuck y'all. Mwah, mwah. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I love you, and I'll catch you next time. Peace, y'all.